BMC stands for Bad Man Coming. Came from the streets, just straight from the slums. Oh, no, let me just start it.
It's just it's a culture. Yeah. It's a very, very important culture.
Never thinking of it to be mainstream or anything like that.
Turn that discrimination into a positive element.
The street dance culture, which is all based in hip hop,
It brings a vibe. It creates a feeling.
You could actually hold as your own.
on those TV shows when the people are judging them and they don't know anything about hip hop.
My name is Sanjay Kohli, and I really felt I had to make these short films because hip hop blew me away. The same way you sit in a class and analyse a math problem or a poem or history, the same way you decode the hidden message, the same way you study the culture, I've studied hip hop. This isn't about the money, the cars, the bling, the girls. This is about the culture. My creation, HipHopDrome, is more than a website. It's a platform, it's a gallery to showcase the culture. So join me in my journey into hip-hop and let's get to where we're going. But to know where you're going, you have to know where you came from. Just like you and me, hip-hop has had its own life story. Influenced by the leaders of an oppressed generation, it has given a voice to the overlooked population.
The significance of MLK 50 is quite important to the progression which has been made in the black community, especially in America. We must remember the message from Martin Luther King in his I Have a Dream speech. It wasn't just a speech, it was an actual plan. And it's a plan of moving forward. The key message from that is that I am as good as you are. And that's one of the key things we must remember, is that we're all equal. At a time in America, I recall reading history books and listening to records, and sometimes you heard records, for example, that were released by black artists and they were then covered by artists like Pat Boone. And what basically happened was the black artists could never really break through to the mainstream. But what we did, instead of just moaning, what happened was they turned that discrimination into a positive element. That positive element was to basically develop their own record label. And that's how you move forward.
We travelled down to Brunel University to attend the Pioneers of Hip Hop Dance event, an educational experience into the culture with various workshops and stalls. There we met with We Hustle's Marcel, who talked to us about the We Hustle brand, its clothing, and above all, hip hop.
Tell me, like, to you, what does hip hop mean? What is it?
Hip hop to me is just it's a culture. It's a very, very important culture to me, especially because not only have I grown up listening to hip hop my whole life, but it plays a big part in the black culture as well. And you know, that's one thing that's grown, and it's very wide now across all cultures, of course. But hip hop is, you know, hip hop's just like an amazing culture to me. It brings a vibe, it creates a feeling for people, and it's something that we own as well. It's something that you know, that the people who do hip hop have got control over, rather than the pop music, which we don't control. It's controlled a lot by, you know, major record labels and stuff like that. Hip hop, we kind of got our own say, so it's pretty cool.
Kill these rapper spirits.
Alright man, so we just hit up the PhD event in Uxbridge. We're about to get subway now. We're going into London City Centre, just outside the Shard building. We're going to meet some people from Hardware here. We're going to talk to them about, you know, their graffiti and their music and stuff. But it's been good so far. I'm hoping to keep it going. So yeah.
They make it illegal. I'm marked for death like my name was Steve Siegel. You acting bad like you Lord Steven Regal, the only one.
Hip hop has like a black origin culture kind of music, where people were never thinking of it to be mainstream or anything like that. They were just in their rooms or on the road corners or in the playground just doing their little rhymes and little chats and stuff like that, little battlings and stuff like that. So it was something like you could actually hold as your own if you were not so-called upper class. You had this little thing of your own kind of music to get away with.
Oh yeah.
That's it for now, but make sure you check out our next HipHopDrome, Sony and Slenky Take Your Shot video. Peace.
Always 90s flow. Cross colors and starter jackets coming.